How would you feel if I told you that a car company that hasn't been a car company in a very long time decided that they wanted to do a 12-to-1 V12 exhaust system? Well, today's going to be the day you actually lay eyes on something like that. Welcome back to Shift Happens, all you motorheads, and today we are going to be reviewing Tomaso's bonkers V12 exhaust. It literally looks like somebody took a bowl of spaghetti and threw it at the wall and made it look like an engineering masterpiece. So, here it is. There is an engine under there somewhere, which is frankly wild. So this article is coming from CarBuzz, and man, Tomaso's bonkers V12 exhaust thinks your Borla is cute. Cool. It's harder than ever to stand out in the supercar space. Well, yeah, I mean, that's just kind of everybody at this point. They're finding their own way to stand out, and I think Tomaso has done a little bit of something different. Both small marquees and established players have been going to the extreme lengths to make outrageous machines. Koenigsegg creates absurd powertrains and transmissions. Rimac is the leader in electric propulsion, and Bugatti has watch-like instruments and more cylinders than you can count, which is all true. So what is a startup company to do, especially while avoiding claims of being vaporware? Well, it seems Tomaso will offer an absurd exhaust system we've ever seen. And by absurd, we mean freaking amazing. Seriously, look at this thing. This thing looks like it came straight from Ridley Scott's epic sci-fi romp Alien. That was, okay, you know what? That's just a cheesy-ass line, dude. Like, you didn't need to put it that way, but just, that is wild looking. That is insane. I just want to hear what this thing sounds like now. Wayland Yutani probably wants one. Dude, like, alright, this guy is a nerd. Like, he's a massive Aliens fan. And he just stuck with it the entire article. Well, Tomaso is nearly ready to build its first road car since its revival, the P72. It's also developing a more hardcore track-ready version called the P900. Until now, basically every image of the P900 has been a rendering, including an early preview of what the V12's exhaust would look like. That render showed a wild tangle of tubes terminating at one single enormous exhaust tip at the back. The company's latest images of that exhaust system, though, appear to be real and arguably more wild and more like a dangerous alien creature that should have been left on the planet where it was found. Again, nerd. I mean, like, my OCD is like soothed right now with how clean some of this work is. Well, how clean all of the work is, because I could only dream of doing something like this. I mean, just the flanging, like, everything is just perfect. Everything is like a mirror image of itself onto the next pipe. It's gorgeous. I cannot tell you how many hours are probably into this exhaust system per car. I'd say probably, on my assumption, fitment, production, and design, and just welding it all together, I'm saying there's probably at least 200-300 hours of welding per car on the exhaust system alone, which is insane to think about. because most cars don't even last that long on an assembly line. That is wild. Instead of seamless pipes, we can clearly see loads of welds, plates for bolting sections together, as well as an engine with an elaborate carbon fiber intake on top. We can also make out some heat reflective tape and various lines and hoses connected to the engine. So this looks like something real and functional, not just a rendering. Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the whole point. Being attached to the engine also reveals just how much piping is used and how much space it all takes up. It seems as though the whole bundle takes up as much space as a second V12 would. Yeah, can confirm that is exactly the case here. It's the kind of thing a designer or engineer, unclouded by conscious remorse and delusions of morality, would create. If you don't know where that quote comes from, you really need to brush up on your class. Oh my, more Alien. Dude, all right, we get it. You're a fan. Chill out. This is an article about a car. You getting stuck on whatever tism topic you're thinking of right now. Stop. We're seriously wondering just how heavy the exhaust system is if it's stainless steel. If it's something far lighter like titanium, we want to know how expensive it is, because there is an awful lot of material being used just to get the exhaust gases out of the car. Maybe more than anything else, though, we'd really like to hear what this thing sounds like, because on Earth, we'd definitely be able to hear it scream. That's just a good looking car. And that is a lot of carbon fiber. A lot of ducting work too. Jesus. I love how the wing comes down and meets the rear quarter like that. That's cool. The P900 should be a blast. Of course, we've already talked about the Tomaso having a V12 engine, and the company is targeting around 900 horsepower. It's planning to do it with the help of any kind of forced induction, a purity of intake, without the help of any kind of forced induction, a purity of intake that's admirable. Instead, it's aiming to use the power of displacement, 6.2 liters, and loads of revs, 12,300 RPM redline, which is going to be insane. This engine may not be the first to launch, though, with a V10 planned for early models. Ooh. The engine will also be a stressed member of the chassis, something that will be important to reach low target weight of 1,984 pounds. It will be matched to an X-Track transmission and rear-wheel drive. The company hasn't given expected performance numbers beyond these, but it does have a rough price of around $3 million, and only 18 examples will be built. 900 horsepower at 1,984 pounds is insane. What, that's 2.2 pounds per horsepower, which is wild. And then having a 6.2 liter V12 hitting a 12,000 RPM redline. Oh, this car looks good, and only 18 of them being made. I don't really care, man. Oh, sorry. Just a little tired, but seeing this is wild, man. I really, really want to hear what this sounds like. Because my God, this is a crazy, crazy car. And again, like seeing all that exhaust work. So, what, a brief overcap of the Tomaso P900. It's a V12 with a 12-to-1 exhaust system. Plans on having a 6.2-liter V12 engine that is trying to push a red line of 12,300 RPM. And the car is supposed to weigh around 1,984 pounds. With an X-Track transmission. Based on how much exhaust piping is on this car, I highly, highly doubt that this car is actually going to hit that number. Because that is insane. Like, that is insane. You're planning on hitting roughly about 2 pounds per horsepower on this car. And you've got that much exhaust system going on in the car. Don't get me wrong, the car is gorgeous. And I just don't know how that's all going to work out. I don't care how it's going to work out. All I want to know is, what does this thing sound like? And why hasn't Tomaso released it yet? Because this thing's cool. This thing's very cool. No more renderings. Give me the car. I don't care. I just want to see what this thing looks like and sounds like. Because my God, that is wild. Well, regardless, after that, I've got to go and get some more adulting done today. And I am working on a little something in the background. I don't know if I'm going to do a video on it yet or not, but I am trying to do a big brake kit on my black truck. Now, we're going to see how this goes. I really want to try this out, and I want to see if this will actually fit on an OBS. And yeah, I'm going to be drawing up the brackets here shortly and 3D printing them to see how everything's going to go together on the car. But yeah, planning on doing 8 pistons up front, 6 pistons in the rear on a truck that weighs about 4,000 pounds, which, let's just hope that this will finally help me get stopped, or help me to stop, because the factory brakes aren't the greatest. Oh yeah, and by the way, those are billet aluminum, so they're definitely lighter than what is on the truck right now, and that is a single piston. But regardless, if you stayed to this point in the video, remember, I always have 2 videos right here, and you know, if you like what you see, click this middle button and stay for a while. But until next time, I hope all you motorheads have a great day.